welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please do me a favor and subscribe. In the next few videos, I will coach YouTube creator Lauren Jensen. There is a link to Lauren's channel in the description. Lauren reminds me of the typical stay-at-home mom. She has a husband who is supportive of her weight loss journey and a toddler. Here's Lauren.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are at the park. We're gonna go for a nice big walk, and then there's actually a playground after we do the big loop at the end. So Lila's gonna get to go play. Can you say good morning to everybody?
Good morning.
We had to start this day out good because this is not gonna be an easy video to film, edit, or upload. Today I am sharing all of my starting stats, so my weight, my measurements, my pictures, so stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing that a little bit later in today's video. It's not easy, but you know what? We all start somewhere, and I'm excited to have this channel to use as accountability and to be able to compare and look back at my growth through my goals. I think it's nice that it's accountability, but also if you're on a weight loss journey or a health journey and you're here for motivation, thank you so much for watching. Also, our first day back starting on Weight Watchers. Josh is doing it with me, which is so nice to have someone else in the household doing it. And then I can make one dinner every night and then tweak things for the picky toddler over there instead of having to make like a million different meals. So we're starting back on Weight Watchers. We're gonna stop at the grocery store on our way home today to load up on all of our healthy foods so we can cook for this week. I'll check back in later. Look at him back from the park with Lila. She and I stopped at Aldi on our way home so we could stock up our house with some healthy groceries for my first week back on Weight Watchers. Josh is also going to be doing Weight Watchers with me. We are both on the blue plan. I have 42 points per day, and I think Josh has 38. We're pretty similar, so cooking is pretty easy for the two of us, and at least with him on it, I don't have to make 3 different meals every dinner. Lila is picky, a picky 2-year-old. She basically lives off of 4 different kinds of things and snacks. We try our best to have her eat what we're eating as well, and then sometimes I just need to do little variations. When we were at the store, I did let her pick out some special snacks and grabbed a couple things so I knew that I'd always have a backup option for her for dinners. Otherwise, I mostly stocked up on things that were like breakfast and lunch and snack kind of items for us to have in the house, just because I still had, I already had a bunch of protein and other typical pantry staples. Josh has a very long week at work, super late hours, so he had to be able to bring things for lunches and dinners. So here's our grocery haul for the week. Here's our big ol' haul from Aldi. Again, I did have some things in our fridge and freezer still, so this was really stuff to round out some breakfasts and lunch for the week, as well as a couple dinner ideas I have for the next week. I gotta get going to get the stuff back in the freezer. Starting off over here, we have some bacon for family breakfasts. We have pork chops for a meal one night this week. We needed more like spreadable butter. They didn't have the light version today. They were all out. So we did the butter with olive oil and sea salt. So I'll just have to be careful and really watch measuring all of this out whenever I use it. Taco seasoning for Taco Tuesday. I like having some of these packets of the ranch seasoning home too. They make really good crock pot meals when you add it with a meat and veggies, and they're nice and low point. Tortillas, we go through these like crazy. If I can't get her to eat anything else, I can always get her to eat a quesadilla. I like the spinach herb wraps. I'll do them with either like lunch meat or my new favorite thing that I actually picked up from my friend Erin. I use a spinach wrap, and then I use a couple pieces of the smoked salmon, and you put just a light spread of light cream cheese on, and I actually use the Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning on there, and then you roll it up and do like little sliced pinwheels of the smoked salmon, and it is so good. I love it. It's one of my favorite lunches. So I've been obsessed with that lately. I did go ahead and get the reduced fat sharp cheddar cheese. For Lila, I just got her the regular mild shredded cheese, and then some Parmesan cheese to help with some salads. Josh needed some cold lunches, so I picked up some low sodium turkey breast and some Swiss cheese, and he can either put this on wraps or on bread and do sandwiches. Some red grapes along with some cotton candy grapes. These are great and only come out every now and then. We put them in the freezer, and then at night they make the best little frozen treat. Some cherub tomatoes. I did get a couple bag salads, which I don't typically do. I usually like to make my own, but because because Josh needed things he can grab and go with. He really likes just to grab one of these and then he can at least mix up a salad during the day. So I grabbed an Asian one to try, a Southwest one, and then this is a bacon Caesar. Bread, I'll put one in the freezer. Lila loves to do like honey peanut butter toast in the morning, and I'll do that with her too, even on Weight Watchers. It's regular bread. I don't do like the low carb bread or anything. I just have one slice instead of two, and I'll pair it with like a Greek yogurt or some fruit, just measuring out what I'm using so I don't waste all my points on breakfast. Grab some croutons. Lila calls these crunchies. Get some Caesar dressing. Lila is obsessed with any sort of puffed popcorn. She likes the Trader Joe's kind too, but the Aldi's is really good and I like the price on them. A couple cans of just tomato sauce. We're gonna be making our own pizzas for a fun family dinner. I'm gonna make my own pizza sauce out of this tomato sauce, and we're going to use the self-rising flour along with Greek yogurt recipe for our pizza crusts. Couple boxes of chicken broth. We are officially in soup season, so I need that on hand. Applesauce pouches for Lila, bananas, Honey Crisp apples, non-fat Greek yogurt in both vanilla and plain. Vanilla I use in the mornings just to put fruit in, frozen strawberries. The non-fat plain Greek I use as a substitute for sour cream all the time. Here's our like Lila corner. Goldfish, she wanted fruit snacks, Honey Nut Cheerios, some chicken strips, which are an easy nighttime dinner if she's eating something different than us, and some pretzel slims, which she already broke into. She had some of these with hummus and a hot dog and fruit for lunch. So that's what I got this week. And
okay, there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, Lauren is a stay-at-home mom. I would like to see her cook a little more. I only saw a pack of pork chops that need to be cooked. Everything else was a convenience food. If any of you are familiar with WW, you can eat whatever you want. You just need to stay within your number of points for the week. I have a problem with this because it doesn't really take into account the quality of the food. The focus primarily is on calories. If I were coaching Lauren, I would try to move her towards getting some of the processed food out of the family's diet. They eat a fair amount of bread, tortillas, and wraps.
Never up, never down, never like a theme in a song.
last September, I hit my highest weight ever at 365 pounds. I knew I had to do something to change. I started going to the gym, and it was the first time I tried out a Weight Watchers program. I'm happy to say I was able to lose about 30 pounds during that time, and then I hit a hiatus in March when all of the world hit a hiatus. And I am proud though that I was able to maintain my weight loss. And then near the end of this summer, I lost another 10 pounds by getting back and being active. However, now I am ready to truly start a revamp of my weight loss journey. My current weight is 325 pounds. I am 5'10", a clothing size 22, neck 17 inches, right arm 15.5 inches, chest 59 inches, natural waist 55 inches, lower waist 60 inches, hips 56 inches, right thigh 28 inches, right calf 16 inches. Okay. So that's me. 325 pounds, 0.5 ounces. I think that might be the first time I've ever said my weight like out loud. 325 pounds. And we're going to lose 150. And I've already lost 40 in the last year and had a period of time where I plateaued, but I kept it off since last March and have even gone a little bit farther now. So I believe in myself. I've been able to do it. I can keep doing it. We're rebooting the weight loss journey. It's kicking back into action, and we're going to do it this time. We're going to do it. We're going to meet those goals. Well, today was my first day back on Weight Watchers. Here's a little screenshot of my daily points. I did oatmeal for breakfast and a salad for lunch, and then we ended up going out to dinner on our first day on Weight Watchers.
So Lauren is very transparent. She shared her weight, and then on the very first day, they go out to eat dinner. Come on, girl. You could have come home and whipped up a salad, or you could have cooked up the pork chops before you left and made a quick salad when you returned home. It only takes about 15 minutes to make a salad. That's if you're moving slow. A wise man once said, excuses are the lies you convince yourself are true to avoid proving that you are worthy of your goal. You are worthy of losing 150 pounds, Lauren. Don't self-sabotage with excuses. Now let's see how Lauren did on her 1 month weigh-in.
I'm going to be sharing my 1 month weigh-in, my current weight, measurements, side-by-side video images. So I'm excited to see what it is. I'm coming off of a half-pound weight gain last week, so I'm really excited actually to see what the scale is this week. I worked really hard because I was disheartened by that weight gain. So I got yoga in. I got 3 to 4, I think four workouts in, some resistance band training. I have been filming and posting videos on YouTube for just about 2 months now, and I haven't shared with you guys my why. I think having a why when you set important and big goals like trying to lose 150 pounds, the why is everything. It's what's going to keep me motivated on this journey and for me to really see through my goals and see them come to reality. So I wanted to share with you all my why, and here we go. Reason number 1, I want to improve my health and live a long, happy, healthy life with my family. I had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with my daughter, Lila, and having that increases your risk by 33% every time you get pregnant and have gestational diabetes for you to have type 2 diabetes as you get older. These are the statistics my doctor gave me at the time when I was pregnant 2 years ago. So forgive me if things have changed, but between that and our family health history, my parents are so healthy. I'm so proud of them and how they've maintained their health over the years. But my grandparents on both my maternal and paternal side had health issues as they got older. There's heart disease, there's type 2 diabetes, there's a history of some cancer in the family. And as a parent, it's my job to make sure I'm putting myself in a healthy position to be here for my family as I get older. Reason number 2, I don't want to overthink everything I put in my mouth for the rest of my life. Y'all, I have been struggling with weight loss and my body image since I was like 10 years old. That's the first time I remember thinking something was different about me. I was heavier than the other kids. You know, I felt like I was treated a little bit differently. And ever since then, when I go to eat anything from a meal or a snack or a drink, I have a subconscious thought about what I'm putting in my mouth and judging it before I eat it. I've gone through some really unhealthy periods in my life, and I have a terrible relationship with food. And my number 2 goal is to learn how to eat in a healthy way where I'm intuitively eating. I can eat it without feeling guilt, without feeling like I need to starve myself for the rest of the day. I can have a treat with my family at the holidays and not be wrecking myself on the inside about what I'm eating. I want to get to a place where I can eat intuitively and healthily and not constantly worry about what I'm eating. Hey guys, so one of my reasons on why I want to lose weight is to not think about everything I eat all the time. So today is a special holiday. It is Halloween, and I want to be able to enjoy making something fun with my family. We're going to be making mummy dogs. So all you need for this recipe are some regular hot dogs. We have some
please don't make this recipe. It is so counterproductive to talk about your weight loss journey and post a recipe with hot dogs. Like, create a healthy version of this. Although with intuitive eating, nothing is really off the table, like with Weight Watchers, I think it's important to retrain our taste buds so we no longer crave or enjoy those salty, sweet, chemically processed foods.
To number 3, which is a little bit silly, but I want to go shopping with my mom and my sister. I do go shopping with them, but I don't go shopping with them. I go with them while they go shopping. It is so hard to want to try and do those fun things with friends and family members that make you isolated and feel different. When I go shopping with my mom and sister now, it's still fun. I love being with them, but we go into store after store after store, and their sizes are always there in stock and carried. And I'm over here, the 3X girl, saying there's nothing in this store my size, but that'll look cute on you. And it's awkward. They want to be able for me to join them and do those things, and I want to be able to shop at the same stores as them. It's so awkward to then go into a plus size store and they have nothing in their size, and then all the focus is on you, like, try this, try this, try this, and you can't just have a casual shopping experience. You're either left out completely or all of the attention is on you, and it can't just be a communal thing where we're just shopping together. I have been plus size since I was a freshman in high school. I think even around then I would go shopping with them, and all I would do is scan the racks, and I would look for the biggest size they carried in order to be able to bring something into the dressing room when they went to try something on. And sometimes in the back of my head, I knew this is a size 14 and it's not gonna fit me. I know it's not gonna fit. Or this is a size extra large and it's not gonna fit, but I don't wanna be left out and not have something to bring to try on. So I'm gonna bring it into the dressing room and either just pretend to try it on or actually try it on and then just feel terrible about myself the rest of the shopping trip. I know it sounds kind of silly and vain, but that's an experience that I want with my mom and sister, and it's an experience that I wanna have with my daughter, Lila, as she grows up and wants to go shopping with mom. And it's something I haven't gotten to do in my lifetime that I can remember, because when I wasn't plus size, I was a kid in kids or junior clothes. So it's not like I was shopping with my mom then. And as I grew into adult size clothes, I skipped right from the kids junior section to an adult extra large or plus size. So I would like that experience before it's too late. Reason number 4, I want to be in the memories that my family is making. I am so self-conscious all the time whenever we're taking photos. I'm not in many photos from Lila's life from age newborn to 2.5. Not until recently when I was like, no, I don't care what size I am. I need to make this a priority, or I'm not going to be in any photos from when our daughter's little. I had to literally change my mindset before I lost the weight, or I would run out of time and not have any photos of me. I'm still extremely self-conscious and judgmental when I do take those photos. And I think that by me losing some of the weight, I will feel more confident about myself. And the biggest reason of why I want to lose the weight and why I need to, yes, lose it slowly enough so that it's healthy. My goal is 1 to 2 pounds a week moving forward. But I also want to get it going because I'm going to be 32 this spring in March, and we want to grow our family. We know we want at least 1 more, if not 2 more children, hopefully. I had a really hard pregnancy the first time around. I know I need to make a video about my plus size pregnancy for you all out there with more details, but it was really difficult. Right off the bat, because of my weight, I was classified as high risk. I developed gestational diabetes, as I already mentioned. It was a really hard time for me. And the next time we try to expand our family, I want to be in a healthier position. I know some of those things, it doesn't mean I won't get gestational diabetes again, because you don't have to be overweight to get it. Anyone can get it. I don't know that it will change a ton in my pregnancy. I might just be a person who's miserable when they're pregnant, but I'll be healthier. I'll be in a better spot for me during the pregnancy. I'll be in a better spot for the baby and their health, and that's what's most important. And we want to grow our family. So we're losing weight, we're getting on it. I'm not putting a hard stop at, we will not try to get pregnant until I lose 150 pounds. But I have a rough goal in mind of what, between my doctor and I, where we would like to see me be before I start trying to conceive again. That's my number one. Well, technically number 5 from how I numbered it, but that's the biggest reason to me. Time's a ticking and we want another baby. Okay guys, so those are my reasons why I'm on this weight loss journey. I just want to encourage you all to write down your goals and to write down your reasons why with them. Writing things down makes all the difference for me. It encourages me and motivates me. Once it's written down, it's like, this is happening. That's why I write mine down. I actually keep a journal. I've never been a diary or a journal person, but I started out with a notebook for the purpose of planning my YouTube videos, kind of structuring them, how I wanted to film them, what I wanted to say. And it's evolved into a bit of a weight loss journal. And it's been so cool to have all this information. I keep my measurements in there when I do my monthly measurements and my weight loss updates. I have brainstorm pages with ideas on things I want to do and, commentary on the things I've been doing and how they've been working and how I'm feeling during this process. And so when I have one of those moments where I'm stressed and I'm having an emotional day and all I want to do is eat until I feel better, I can look back at that journal and I can say, you know what? Josh and I expanding our family and adding another baby is going to bring me more joy and happiness than a bowl of ice cream will tonight. And that's how I'm able to get through some of those sugar cravings when things are just really hard. That tends to be my biggest downfall, is the sugar cravings at night when I'm having a day where I've had just a really hard day with Lila, I'm tired or I'm stressed or there's high emotions, I'm missing my family and my friends. That's what does it, is being able to look back at this journal and these videos that I'm posting on YouTube. So you guys, this is a big support system and I'm so thankful for it. Make sure you guys are writing down your goals and your reasons why. Please, I'd love for you to share them in the comments. It's a great source of support for each other. If you're not comfortable sharing all of that, just write them down in your own journal. Find a way to keep yourself accountable. Tell your best friend about it. Find a way to have support as you do you on this weight loss journey or your health journey or whatever your goals are. That's how I have found is the best way to keep accountable and to keep going. On that note, let's get into my 1 month weigh-in results. We are weighing in, we're showing the measurements, and I'm showing some side-by-side video. It's only been a month, but let's take a look. And, it might not look like a big jump from October 1st to November 1st, but any progress is progress, and I think it'll be really cool to see as I keep doing this on the first of every month, the slow progress towards my goals. I initially started this weight loss journey fall of 2019 when I hit my highest weight at 365 pounds. This fall, I decided I wanted to reboot my weight loss journey, get back into it after coronavirus stopped everything this spring. I'm not letting it stop me this time. Whatever happens this winter, we're going to keep on it and keep going. This fall, I rebooted that weight loss journey. October 1st was my first official weigh-in on my weight loss journey for YouTube. And I weighed in at 325.5 pounds. You can also see my measurements from October 1st listed here. Okay, and now my November 1st weigh-in. My current weight as of November 1st, 2020 is 320.5 pounds. For measurements, I have measured in with my neck at 16.75 of an inch, my right arm 15.5 inches, chest 58.5 inches, natural waist 53.5 inches, lower waist 58 inches, hips 54 inches, thigh 27.5 inches, and calf 16 inches. That means I've lost 1.5 pounds in the last week. I've lost 5 pounds total this month, and total since the beginning of my weight loss journey, 45 pounds. 5 pounds didn't seem like that much to me for a month at the weight I'm at, but looking.
So Lauren gave us a little insight other than the obvious of why she's on this weight loss journey. As you see in this last clip and the next one, Lauren likes to write things out. I like that. She can go back and look at her thoughts in her journal, stay organized, whatever. So the first month she lost 5 pounds. Like Lauren, I don't find this astonishing, but a loss is a loss. I bet if she eliminated some of those processed, low-fat, high-carb foods, she'd see better results. Let's look at how Lauren puts together her grocery shopping list.
Going to go ahead and prep to make our plan for the week. This really cute book I actually picked up at the dollar spot in Target about a year ago, and I'm still using it and working my way through. It has a bunch of pages with all of your days of the week lined out. I don't necessarily chart every single meal, but I like to use it to be able to plan for dinners. And now I'm just going to lay out all of my inventory lists. I have a notebook for brainstorming. I have my book as I was talking about, and I also have my iPad set up all ready to go with Pinterest so I can do some research if I am thinking of using a few different items I have in my pantry, trying to figure out what kind of meal I can make with those. So as I review my lists, I'm kind of thinking about what types of meals I want to make with the items I have in hand. For example, the first meal I'm deciding to make this week is a crock pot taco soup. This soup is so yummy, and it's 1 point, so it's a really low point option. It's great for lunches or dinners. Josh can take it to the office. I can have it heated up real quick in the afternoon, so we're going to go with that first. I'm going to go ahead and write down my meal idea, and then underneath it, I'm going to write out all of the ingredients I'll be needing. Once I have my ingredient list, I'm going to go through my inventory list and cross off anything that I'm going to be using for this recipe. That way it narrows it down and I don't accidentally reuse something in my pantry for 2 different meals. So I will cross it out if I'm using up everything that's left of it, or I'll mark it down, say I'm using 1 can of corn and I had 2 on hand. I'm gonna go ahead and change the amount in my inventory. I know this looks really messy and crazy, but what I end up doing after I finish my meal plan for the week and crossing things off is I'm actually gonna go and either rewrite this out or type it up and put it up on my fridge, so that way for the rest of the month, I already have it done. I'm not gonna do this every week. It's something I do monthly, so I'll be able to reference it when I make next week's meal plan as well. And it's for the most part up to date, other than anything I have left over that I buy at the store this week. Once I have everything crossed off that I'm going to be needing for this recipe, I'll move on to figuring out my next recipe. So here you go. I have 6 dinner ideas.
Oh my God, girl, what? I counted 7 pieces of paper on the table. On the last haul, I only saw some salad and a bunch of cheese, breads, and fruit. I saw nothing that would take that much paper and planning. I hate the grocery store, and if I had to do all that, I would never go. Okay, let's see how Lauren prepared to go into month 2.
To begin month 2, I wanted to find a way to do a hard reset and prepare and just really get going on my weight loss journey. Month 1, I took it pretty easy. I rebooted my journey by starting back on the My WW Blue program, charting my points, incorporating some light exercise and yoga into my routine and a couple other exercise routines. But for the most part, I kept it pretty light because I knew that for me, for long-term weight loss, I needed to attack this slowly and get myself into a good groove and get those habits restructured so that I would keep going. But for month 2, I am ready to boost it up a bit. I am ready to start seeing better results. So I'm taking a break from my WW only for a few days because we are going to be kickstarting my month 2 of my journey with a 3-day fast.
Yes, come through with the 3-day fast. I'm here for it. I love a good fast.
I am nervous, but I'm also really excited. I've been watching Dr. Jason Fung here on YouTube and checking out his books and resource materials. Now, I do not have any medical concerns other than the fact that I'm morbidly obese and need to lose weight. However, I did have gestational diabetes with my daughter Lila when I was pregnant, and I've had type 2 diabetes run in my family. So it's something I'm very concerned about, especially at the weight I'm at now. It's one of the main reasons why I'm on this journey to lose weight, is to make sure I'm in a better place with my health as I get older. I was very intrigued by all of his research and seeing what intermittent fasting and extended fasting could possibly do for my weight loss journey and other health benefits.
For those of you unfamiliar with Dr. Jason Fung, here he is talking about fasting.
If you want to lose body fat, you actually need to extend the period of time that you're not eating. In other words, extend your fasting period and get rid of all the snacks in order for you to have enough time that your insulin is low. When insulin is low, it's going to allow fat burning, which is going to allow you to pull those calories back out. Tool for us. If you want to lose weight because it's important, then you can just set aside a period of time that you don't eat. At the time, people thought it was extremely bad for you. And I looked through all the literature and I said, well, why is it bad for you? And they had all these reasons. There's all these myths about intermittent fasting and how it's going to cause you to gain weight and be tired and hungry and all these sorts of things. I said, well, no, there's actually a lot of data here over the last, 2,000 years that we've used intermittent fasting, and they're simply not true. And I can go over a few of those. But that's why there was nobody talking about it at the time. And that's where I started to sort of bring it into the sort of public consciousness that this is a tool.
So when Dr. Fung first started talking about using fasting as a tool for weight loss, he got a lot of pushback. Guess why? Because it's free. There's no plans to buy, no medicine to buy, no processed food to buy. If you fast, no one makes money. No one cares about the science if it doesn't provide an opportunity to sell anything. Okay, back to Lauren.
Going to be a vlog diary of my journey on my first time doing a fast and what my results were. There are many benefits to fasting that I've been reading. Yes, weight loss is a part of that. But for me, this fast was not a quick fix solution to losing 5 to 10 pounds over the course of 3 days. I still have over 100 pounds left to lose, at least on my weight loss journey. For me, I was more intrigued by the other benefits that a fast could bring to me. Some of these include hydration, better sleep, skin improvement, giving my digestive system a break. You never think about the fact that our bodies are constantly working, and sometimes by giving them a break, it's like hitting that hard reset button, clearing everything out, and hopefully it'll increase the efficiency of my digestive system, maybe give me a boost to my metabolism. Here's a list of all of the possible benefits that people talk about when it comes to intermittent fasting and extended fasting. So all that being said, here's my little vlog diary of my experience on my first 3-day fast. Whoo, guys, I am not someone who is used to cleansing or to fasting. It's gonna be really hard. I have never done anything like this while I had a family to take care of as well. My husband's on his own. He does not expect me to be cooking for him and dealing with all of that while I am cleansing. But I have a tiny human at home, a little 2.5-year-old, and I feel like all she does is eat. Mommy, I want breakfast. Mommy, I need a snack. Mommy, I need another snack. Mommy wants lunch. Mommy, is it dinner time yet? It is eating all day long at that house. So I'm going to be making her meals. I'm still handling the grocery shopping for our family. and it's gonna be hard not being able to eat and have to smell the cooking. So that's the part I think I'm the most worried about, is how my strength and my dedication is going to do when I have all that temptation around me. I can't just hole up by myself for 3 days. We don't have family around. We don't have babysitters right now because of COVID, and I have to continue my regular mom life. Hey y'all, it is the end of day 1 of my water fast. It's actually been more than 24 hours because I started my fast around 6 o'clock on Sunday evening, and it is now almost 9 p.m. on Monday evening. Today wasn't actually too bad. I really didn't start feeling hungry at all until maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I definitely was drinking enough water, and anytime I was worried I was getting hungry, I drank more water, and that really helped. I am tired, which normally can't let my mind and body wind down until at least 10 o'clock. That is an early bedtime for me. I've been struggling to stay awake till 9 tonight. I've been trying just to give my body rest since getting home from my errands. The hardest part of the day was anytime I had to physically interact with food. The grocery store, I was hungry at the grocery store, seeing all the food and picking things up and taking them in the cart. But after I got out of the store, I was fine. And then it was when I got home, Lila wanted a snack when she got up from her nap, and I was fixing that, and I had to cut up her apples, and I gave her apples and peanut butter. And to not just pop an apple slice in my mouth while I was cutting it up for her, and not to lick peanut butter off my fingers, and just the consciousness of don't eat was really hard. And it wasn't even that I was dying of hunger, but I'm so used to manually just popping things in my mouth as I feed her. And that's a habit that, I need to break anyway. We were painting. I have paint on my hand. I'm a mess. Lila and I, we did some crafts this afternoon to help keep my mind off of things and to do something kind of relaxing with her. But anyway, it was anytime I had to physically touch the food. That was the hardest time of the day to mention. So I think the number one side effect I'm feeling from the water fast so far today is my body temperature regulation is crazy. I will all of a sudden feel freezing cold, from my head to my toes. I live in Georgia. It is not that cold here yet. And I have on fuzzy socks, slippers, flannel pants, a long sleeve shirt, a robe. I'm acting like it's negative 20 degrees up in here. My body feels cold and shaky. Then earlier today when I was bringing the groceries in, Josh was helping me, and I got a hot flash, and I felt really warm and I was going to start sweating. And within 15 minutes after being done with the activity, I was freezing again. I'm gonna be heading to bed here very soon, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow morning to start off day 2. Good morning, everyone. It is the morning of day 2. It's Tuesday around 8 a.m. We got up with Lila around 7 this morning. I actually had a really good night's sleep last night. I went to bed probably between around 9:30, 10 o'clock at the latest is when I fell asleep. And I slept all the way till 7. I feel pretty good this morning. I feel well rested. Only other things I've noticed, I don't really feel hungry at all yet. I have started drinking my first cup of water this morning. No feelings of hunger yet. I did get up, and first thing I did was brush my teeth because I felt they had a bit of a film on them. So I went ahead and brushed my teeth. The mint was nice in my mouth. I've heard of people doing that when they're water fasting. You brush your teeth a few times a day just because it's nice to get the taste of mint in your mouth, and mint helps subside hunger sometimes. I have noticed I have just my lips slathered in Vaseline right now. My skin on my hands, my lips, my face just feels really tight and dry, which is weird because of how much water I'm pumping in. You'd think it would be hydrating. I think it could just be that because overnight I had a solid 8-9 hour period where I wasn't drinking any water. So it might be from that, Or it could also be because it's finally starting to get cold enough here where we've switched over to our heat, and our heater will kick on sometimes at night when it gets, I think, below like 67 or 66. What do you guys keep your house at in the winter? My skin feels kind of dry. I did brush my teeth first thing this morning. No hunger yet. I feel pretty well rested. No headaches or anything yet to speak of, so that's how we're doing. And then obviously too, the only other thing, I'm still all snuggled up in my robe and slippers and socks and jammies because I am still feeling kind of chilly. So that's kind of been the most consistent reaction, I feel, is just having a feeling of being cold. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll check in later this afternoon. A lot of reclined videos today. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to take it pretty chill during this fast. And I still feel pretty good. It is day 2 afternoon. I just got Lila down for a nap, so it's probably around like 1:30. I did start getting hungry this afternoon when I was like making Lila lunch. So I did end up using my electrolyte water that I purchased a few bottles of. I used some of that, and I actually put some like large full piece frozen fruit, some strawberries and blueberries in the water. You have to do this water fast how you feel good doing it. The research I did said it was fine and that it wouldn't throw my body out of ketosis if I put whole fruit in the water, as long as it wasn't like cut up so the sugars aren't leaching into the water too much. It just helps give an essence of flavor to help satisfy you in your water. That's what I read. That's my choice and what I'm following on this water fast. Now that Lila's napping and I've picked up the house, I'm actually really pretty tired. I felt like I had a lot of good energy this morning, and a lot of people mentioned day 2 can be very like energizing. Josh, getting later in the day, day 2, and I'm hungry. I heard a lot of people look at videos in YouTube, like recipe things of food, and it helps to satiate them when they're on a fast. I think it's making me hungrier though. Well, that's a wrap on day 2. First thing this morning though, I feel depuffed. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'll try and find some side-by-side photos, but I feel like my face doesn't look as puffy. Like it feels depuffed. So that's great. I did notice though, when I went to the bathroom first thing this morning, my urine was very, very yellow, which means I'm dehydrated, probably just because I slept so long last night, which was great. I got at least 10 hours of sleep in last night, which feels amazing. I don't know, the last time I slept 10 hours and didn't wake up either from tiny human over there, or because I had to go to the bathroom, or because I was tossing and turning, or had things running through my mind. So that's been a great thing coming out of this cleanse. But when I got to start thinking about what I want to eat to break my fast, I know you're supposed to ease back into eating. You don't want to like go out and have a massive Chipotle burrito, even though for some reason, which I don't eat Chipotle that often to begin with. It sounds so good though. Last night I was hardcore craving Chipotle, specifically like a chicken burrito loaded up with everything, veggies, cheese, and that's all I wanted. I got really hungry at the end of day 2 last night, right before I went to bed. Like my stomach growls were impressive. They were very loud, and that's all I wanted was a Chipotle burrito. But this morning, you know, I pushed through it. I decided I'm tired. I had some herbal tea and enough water, and then I went to bed. And I woke up this morning feeling much better. I don't feel hungry. I don't. And guys, I don't know if you're seeing this. I have not a stitch of makeup on. I haven't even washed my face this morning. And I feel a little glowy, dare I say. Huh. I'm here for you, water fast, so far. I'm getting great sleep and my skin feels great. I feel depuffed. So day 3, and I'm starting to see some results. So that's pretty motivating to keep me going for another, let's see, it's like 7 a.m. now. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm obviously bad at counting in my head, as you saw earlier in the video. Hey guys, so It is midday, day 3. We got home from the park. I fed Lila lunch. I put her down for a nap, but I went ahead and had some chicken bone broth that I bought from the store, about a cup of it. And then about an hour after that, I just ate my first solid food. So I had an apple. But I'm telling you guys, like, I felt way better during the fast than I do right now coming off the fast. I kind of feel like sick to my stomach. I have a bad headache and I feel like just all flushed and warm. Guys, so I did end up ending my fast a few hours early. I started feeling really dizzy and nauseous, and you have to listen to your bodies. This was my first time doing an extended fast, and I wanted to make sure that I'm being aware of how I was feeling and being cautious. So at that time, I felt like my body was telling me, I'm done, I need to stop. So I went ahead and began to break my fast early. To break my fast, I started with some chicken bone broth, about a cup, and then about 2 hours later, because you want to slowly reintroduce food to your body. Remember, it's had a break for 3 days. It just needs time to rev its system back up. So about a couple hours later, I then had an apple, and then about an hour after that, Lila and I had a smoothie. Later that evening, I was feeling significantly better. I didn't feel at that point like I was having any digestive issues from what I had consumed earlier. So I went ahead and made myself a nice big salad and included lots of veggies, a light dressing, and some shredded chicken. Immediately following my fast after I had the bone broth, I did make sure to go ahead and hop on that scale and get the results for you guys. So here they are. Here are my results after a 3-day water fast. My starting weight was 320 pounds. At the end of 3 days, I was 313.5 pounds. I ended up losing a 1/4 inch from my neck, 1.5 inches from my bust, a 1/2 inch from my arm, none at my natural waist, 1 inch at my full waist, 1 inch at my full hip, a 1/2 inch at my right thigh, and no inches on my calf. That's 6.5 pounds lost and just under 5.5 inches lost. I also felt a huge reduction in inflammation and a thinning out of my face, and my skin felt clearer. I just felt great. I was so amazed by those results. I can't believe that I lost almost 7 pounds over the course of 3 days. It should be noted, I will gain back a good percentage of that weight loss just by reintroducing solid foods and more liquids back into my body. So it's not like 7 pounds is going to stay off indefinitely. Hopefully some of it will keep off, but I am also amazed by the measurement results. You can really see how my body just depuffed and the inflammation went down. There were so many non-scale victories from this fast. My sleep has been great and I actually felt well rested when I woke up. I feel like I saw some slight skin improvements. I wasn't starting with very bad skin. My skin was actually in a pretty good spot, but I noticed that any little impurities I had cleared up over the 3 days of the fast, as well as my skin just looked and felt more hydrated by the end. As I was coming off the fast, I made sure to try and stick mostly to whole foods and ease back into eating, both with what I was eating as well as portion sizes. It's really important after your body doesn't have food for 3 days that you're cautious of how you reintroduce it. That can be one of the biggest hazards and cautions to take when fasting, and I highly suggest you do your research before jumping into something like this, because if you introduce a ton of food and you just binge after coming off of a fast, you can make yourself really sick or have potential health problems.
Lauren, you won't gain the weight back if you try to eat whole foods and don't go back to processed foods. I wonder if she ever put it all together, that salt, sugar, and chemicals in the processed foods cause the puffiness and inflammation. Well, I hope at some point she makes the connection. Next week, we'll go further into Lauren's weight loss journey. I will start uploading videos every Friday. In the description, you'll find a link to Dr. Fung's book on fasting. Please like and subscribe to my channel to be notified of new content. Bye.